Hey guys, how's it going? I'd like to start off this video with a brief history of my own giving, and it has not been an especially charitable history. So, we'll start off with high school when I had a part-time job, and I was encouraged to tithe 10% to the church, and so I did. But after high school, I no longer had a job. I was in college, and I was no longer making any kind of money, so the donations more or less stopped. And after college, once I started making money again, I was still kind of stuck in that mindset of I'm not making money anymore, so I'm not giving anything anymore, and I haven't really donated since I started college. So you raised the question of whether it is ethical to spend money on things you want as opposed to giving that same money to a charity or spending it on a company with more ethical business practices. And I think this comes down to the overarching question of allocation of resources. It's not about do I buy A or do I buy B? It's about looking at a monthly budget and saying, okay, am I spending all of my money on myself? Am I spending it all on charity? Or is there some kind of middle ground? And I think there should be a middle ground. If you're spending it all on yourself, that's probably not a good thing. But on the other side, I don't think anybody expects you to give all of your money to charity. So I think this is all about finding a middle ground that you're comfortable with between spending money on yourself and giving money to charity. As far as where to allocate your resources, I do not think it is helpful to compare one charity against another charity in an attempt to find the best charity. I think you should first identify an area in which you're interested in helping, and then start looking at charities in that specific area. Or if you're not interested in a charity, as Josh said, they do take a percentage as overhead, then maybe you want to look in other ways you can help in that specific area. But I do not think it is helpful to ask yourself whether it is better to help small business people in in-need countries versus buying solar panels. I feel like that is less helpful than first identifying an area and then seeing what you can do in that area. Lastly, I'd like to thank you, Robert, for bringing up this question. It wasn't until I started thinking about my response to your video that I realized that I had stopped donating, and that really isn't who I want to be. So I just really want to thank you for grounding me in that way. Robert, I look forward to your next video.